Pet Sematary. Yeah. Pet Sematary is about a family moving into a little rural town, and they find themselves meeting up with this old man who shows them a pet cemetery. What they don't know is that apparently this is like some sort of a ritual ground. Eventually the little girl's cat dies, and her father buries the cat in the pet cemetery, which revives the cat. But what happens is, of course, this is a horror, and the cat comes back evil. So this show is set back in, what was
1980s?
1980s,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
In a small town.
Yeah. And, oh my god, the cat. Cat, come back.
You want the cat?
Yeah, bring the cat back.
The cat was brought back to life.
Back to life, yeah. Yay. So, generally, it doesn't stop at just the cat. Eventually, they bring back humans too, and it ends badly for them.
This movie, all I remember from this movie is that it traumatized me. This is one of the reasons I completely stopped watching horror. Right?
It wasn't that serious though.
Bad
Pet
experience.
Cemetery stopped you from watching.
Yes, when I was a child, I was younger, impressionable years.
Yeah, but haven't you viewed it recently? You still have those feelings?
It wasn't as bad, but it was still kind of bad.
One of the parts I found really hilarious is when...
Hilarious, she said.
was when the toddler, Gage was his name, he actually was going to kill the husband, and he jumped out at him like Chucky, like...
Gage was an adorable baby, adorable. And then, I don't know, the father just flipped out and decided it was a good idea to bring back a zombie version.
Yeah, because your kid gets knocked down by a truck, and your decision pattern here is, I couldn't save him, so I'm gonna bury him in a ritual thing and bring him back as a zombie, knowing that he's gonna come back as an evil zombie. You know this, and you still go through with it because
but he has to try.
He just flipped off. It was a bad idea to leave him alone in the house.
Of course it was. That. The man he resurrected
he needed counseling. He needed, grief counseling.
What I found was really nasty is when the child had killed the wife, and he went to bury the wife in the same pet cemetery, and the wife came back and met him home playing cards on the floor.
And then juices coming out and sucking in her eye.
Yeah.
And they proceed to kiss.
They didn't proceed, they kissed.
Yeah.
Like
with stuff. Blood and ooze. Oh.
I'm like, that's not even sexy in no form though. Like,
and then of course she picks up a knife and stabs him because we hear him screaming.
And movie ends.
Movie ends. So obviously there's this random zombie woman walking around.
It's a old school horror. It's not gonna be as terrifying as it was in the past, but compared to new horrors,
which I know nothing about,
it's actually not that bad. You actually have some parts in the movie still that are like, what's that? That'll creep me out. The part with the sister. She's all like,
what was that?
Freaking out and dying. I don't know
the mother sister.
how people is dying like that.
That was a random insult.
Yeah, and she's like,
she started to convulse, and I thought, oh my God, she's choking. Griselda's choking. And they'll come home and they'll say I murdered her by choking. They'll say you hated her, Rachel, and that was true. And they'll say you wanted her to be dead, and that was true too.
Rachel!
Had nothing to do with Pet Sematary.
Rachel!
Okay, stop.
That was funny. That was, I don't know, it was
Yeah.
creepy as hell.
Nothing is more funny than the baby, though. The baby was just doing this kind of
He's
like
like-
psycho crusher.
And you just jump like okay. I'll give it like, I don't know, again, 7 Skittles for me. I didn't find it was, that scary, but at the same time it had
Come
its
on.
some moments.
Just because I remember this traumatic experience, I will give it 9.
9
kittens.
scare
Meow.
factor.
Meow.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
For Pet Sematary, this is not a horror movie. Watch it.
It is a horror movie, damn it.
What would you,
Yeah.
how much would you give it?
I find it really hard to give it, points for a scare factor, because to me this was more like a comedy. I'd give it,
thought it
I'd give
back in the
it,
day.
I'd give
Back
it,
in the
I'd give
day.
it a 7 for a comedy. For scare factor, nowadays,
No.
I'll
In
give
the
it-
day it was released.
I'll give it
It was
maybe like
popular.
a 2 or 1. But for its day,
Wait.
considering what they had, I'd say maybe like a 9. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
for
guess
when
so.
it was,
Thank you.
it was creepy as hell. That's 9 zombie scratches. Yeah,
Until next time.
Yep.
yeah, just like zombie it up. Zombie.
Wow, my great.
Jesse.
Zombie, I'm coming for y'all. I'm a coming for y'all.